Hi, I'm here with Ian McGugan, and we're going to talk about pensions today. And Ian, you seem to be highly in favor of voluntary plans, putting more money in when you have it.
Absolutely. Well, I think the system I'm in favor of is the system that Joe Oliver says he's mulling, the idea of an expanded Canada pension plan that will allow workers to contribute more in exchange for a bigger pension down the road. I don't think it's actually going to come to pass under a Conservative government, but I think it's a wonderful idea and something that should be done.
Why?
Well, because we have an incredibly inefficient system of saving for retirement. People with no financial knowledge are supposed to somehow find a financial planner, intelligently evaluate the options before them, and invest in a way that makes sense. What happens in most cases is people wind up with awkwardly constructed portfolios that cost them exorbitant amounts of money. A public system could do all this much more cheaply and effectively.
Well, we have a public system now. It's a mandatory system. The problem with it is that it's not strong enough to support the people the way that it was set up to do. So the idea of both the NDP and the Liberals is to make a better mandatory plan that includes all people, because the people who actually need better pensions are not the ones who are going to be throwing money into the voluntary program.
Well, just let me offer a couple of thoughts on that. One thing is that the system that we have now is actually pretty good for low-income workers. The advantage of a voluntary system, though, is that it gets around some of the political opposition that you'd be sure to encounter from the financial services industry. That if you make a system mandatory, essentially the government winds up running a huge mutual fund. And there's going to be bite back from the financial sector.
But the fact is that the people who would be most benefited from the voluntary system already have access to all kinds of vehicles, as you mentioned. The problem is they don't know how to use them effectively. They don't spend their money wisely. They don't invest wisely. So isn't it just better to have better financial education rather than making a plan unwieldy?
You know, I think that one big problem is this idea that financial literacy will save us. It won't. All the studies show that people actually don't benefit a whole lot from financial literacy classes or things of that sort. The root problem is in numeracy. People don't get numbers. And so I don't think we can count on people to save themselves. What we do want to create is a simple, easy option that people can access who don't have any financial knowledge, who know that they can go to a trusted source, the federal government, and have their money invested at a low cost in an intelligent portfolio.
Trusting the federal government sounds like a dicey proposition to me. We'll have to leave it there, and I'll see you in the Caymans at our bank accounts.
Perfect.